Total Store Expo is an annual event that brings together key decision makers in retail health, beauty, and wellness. At this year's show, Drugstore News sat down with key thought leaders to get a sense of what's new, what's trending, and what's on the horizon. Our guests today are executives from Emporos, a company that specializes in making healthcare commerce safe and simple. The team members are Presley Kelher, VP of Product and Customer Experience, Eric Christensen, CEO, and Jackie Bruch, VP of Marketing.
So I'm here with the Emporos team. Can you all basically give me a sense of who Emporos is and what do you do?
So Emporos is a pharmacy commerce solution, and our mission is to make healthcare commerce safe and simple. And what that means is, for pharmacy-specific driven solution like ours, we're going to make sure that pharmacies, as well as their patients, are going to be able to take all of the administrative and operational burdens off of their plates so that they can focus on the best health outcomes possible. So our cloud-based solution provides not only point of sale and payments expertise, but a number of capabilities that integrate with a number of the great solutions that are across the landscape, knowing that integration and automation ultimately leads to efficiencies and our ability to help serve pharmacies and their patients best.
Yeah. And do you service small and large pharmacies?
We service every segment of the pharmacy ecosystem. So from independents to outpatient hospital-owned outpatient pharmacies, as well as long-term care and large chains and grocers as well.
Okay. Now, part of your mission is to make pharmacy commerce safe, right? And simple.
Yeah.
Can you explain that a little bit more as to what that means?
Yeah. So both from the health safety front, we're making sure that every patient gets the right script in all of their scripts. And quite frankly, it doesn't happen as often as we would like to see in the pharmacy space. With a lot that pharmacy staff have on their plate, we have the ability to help them make sure in a very fast-paced environment that they don't have to think about those pieces. On the technology safety, we have a security posture that's at the highest of any enterprise level. So we're PCI level 1 for payments and cardholder data. We're SOC 2 type 2 as it relates to cybersecurity. We take that really seriously. So the safety was both for health safety of our patients as well as the companies and institutions that we serve to make sure that they're safe as well.
What makes you unique in the marketplace?
Our ability to service any pharmacy and enable them to be not only more efficient, but to be as safe as possible, ensuring that their patients are leaving with all their medications, and ensuring that pharmacy is able to use the technology to make their staff more efficient. So any pharmacy that you walk into today generally has long lines. The staff are overworked. There's not enough staff within that realm as well. So you have to look at how do we enable that patient to have the best experience when they're coming into that pharmacy. And that staff also has to have a good experience in order to keep increasing their ability to service that patient. So our technology embedded with that safety capability is really helping our pharmacies not only be more efficient, but then be more profitable at the end of the day, because the technology and that efficiency is enable them to grow faster and service more patients.
So can you talk a little bit about a recent success story and what the outcome was in that subject?
Yeah, earlier this year, Eric and I made a visit to one of our larger customers. And what you see a lot of times whenever you walk into a pharmacy, like I said, there's long lines. Folks are waiting for medications, and it was a busy part of the day. This customer had not yet taken our latest products, which is Helo from a mobile perspective. And as we were sitting there watching one of the first patients that came through, they weren't able to find the medications as the tech turned around to find it. So they looked for about 5 minutes, pulled in a couple other folks to help look for those medications as well. Eventually, they ended up finding them. We saw a few people leave the line at that time, and that means lost revenue and lost prescriptions going out the door, and decreased patient satisfaction from that end. Eventually, that patient was provided their medications, and they walked away. What we were able to do was come in with our latest mobile product, Helo Mobile, which enables text to pay for that patient, so that patient's able to pay before they come to the pharmacy. And also, they're looking to implement our lighted will call solution. So now, whenever that tech was unable to find that medication before, as soon as we scan that patient barcode, it's going to light the will call behind them, the bags or in the refrigerator. It's going to let them know exactly where those medications are stored and they're going to be able to find those medications quickly and deliver them. So what was a poor experience for multiple patients that were in that line and for the staff that had to find those medications is now turning into a great experience for the patients. Those waits are no longer than 30 to 45 seconds. And before they were 8 to 12 minutes, and people were leaving the line. So for everyone involved, whether it be the patient, the pharmacy staff, the pharmacy leadership, they're now increasing patient safety, they're increasing staff efficiency, and they're increasing revenue on the back end of that.
Yeah. Okay. So we're at TSE, and as you know, TSE is all about new stuff. So I understand that you also have a new product that you introduced recently. Can you talk a little bit about that and the scope of it?
Yeah, sure. So as Presley was saying, some of the newest products that we have, text to pay, our mobile point of sale solution and our letter will call solution really completes the experience for people in the pharmacy. So people that are showing up, patients, and also the pharmacy staff, making that easier for them.
Okay. And so has that been introduced already, or when did that happen?
Yeah. So lots of our customers are using a lot of these products already, and they're seeing much success with it. And they're seeing, like we said, decreased wait times, improved staff efficiencies, and less errors, when they're dispensing new drugs.
Yeah. So earlier this week, at the sessions in the morning and even in the evening, there's been talk of collaboration quite a bit. That, the issue of pharmacy and some of the issues facing healthcare, much bigger than one organization.
Yeah.
And so Steve Anderson talked about collaboration. Kevin Host talked about collaboration and cooperation. What are you doing in that area in working with other entities and other groups to sort of facilitate what you're doing?
So one of the foundations of Emporos is that we are pharmacy integrators via commerce. So much of what we see in the marketplace is really incredible point solutions. But those point solutions are only so effective and can oftentimes be inefficient, if not destructive, when working in isolation. And so the role that we play is right in line with that collaboration, because we're trying to connect all of these pieces into one holistic end-to-end workflow. And when you have that is when you can achieve automation and when you can achieve the support of the entire pharmacy organization. So that collaboration has to come not just in the form of using a product, but being able to be nimble and flexible to pull them together or work within them. So our technology is architected in a way that we can embed into a third-party application, and we're doing that soon with a patient engagement application. We pull together multiple pieces within a transaction workflow so that they're not disjointed and people are switching between different windows. And ultimately what that leads to is better success. And for, I think, all of our visions as a collective industry, we need that collaboration and we need that connectedness. And that's the glue in which we try to play and support and connect all of these really awesome solutions.
Well, Emporos, thank you for sitting down and chatting with us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Nigel.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.